So we're here at the Elite Dirt Oval Series at Taylor Park. This is going to be really fun because huge race. Obviously we're not going to win because there are a lot of fast people here. But yeah, it's the first time I've been to a really big race with an actually good car. So we're taking 2 street stocks, 2 Mudbosses, 2 per person. Yeah, I'm just gonna, it'd be fun to learn, try to figure out setup and all that. And yeah, I'm just really excited for this race. So, the track looks super grippy right now, very wet, really nice. It's gonna get really hot, so I don't know if it's gonna stay that way. My street stock, last time I raced, was pretty good, but it kept spinning out. So if I can keep from doing that with how good the track is, I'm gonna be doing really good.
Well, we got new Mudboss bodies, which are pretty cool. So they've got our Annihilation branding on there, which I'm pretty excited about. Our street stock bodies still look pretty sketchy. We've got a couple being painted right now, but they're not quite done yet. So hopefully by the next time we race, we'll be completely Annihilation, which I'm really excited about. I mean, if you're not going to be fast, you might as well look good, right? But today, the main goal is to try to learn stuff, because last week we got kind of fast and we learned a ton, so I was really excited even though we didn't finish well. So this week, as long as we can learn something and get faster and have something to build on for our next race, I'm going to be really excited regardless of where we finish.
So really fast, I just want to go through the racing format that this event was running. So it's 4 rounds of races, so a qualifying round, a 2 heats, so first heat, second heat, and then a round of main. So 4 rounds. The first round would be qualifying, so each car gets 1.5 minutes on the track to try to run as fast a laps as they can. And they take the top 3 consecutive fastest laps from each car, and those results set the grid for the first round of heats. So the first round of heats is just 23 laps, running start, and then the results from that race, they are inverted for the second round of heats. So the second round of heats is the exact same structure as the first round of heats, so still 23 laps, running start and everything, but the results, like I said, from the first round of heats, the placing order is inverted for second heats. So in the first heat, if I placed first, I would start last in the second heat. If I placed second in the first heat, I would start second to last in the second round of heats. So it's a little bit confusing, but they just take your average finish from those 2 heats, and those results set the grid for the mains. Okay, so the second round of heats still 23 laps and running start, but the average finish sets the grid for the mains. So the mains are the last races of the day. Those create your final placing of the day. There are 50 laps, running start, the big race of the day. Everybody wants to win. So that's the do or die. You need this is if you place first, you're the best overall, and that's your final placing. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Or the podium finishes that get awards. So it's a little confusing, the format of the race, but I thought it was pretty cool, and I thought it was really neat.
Guys, everybody keeps it clean for 30 seconds into this thing. Chase Kent goes to the top with a 19.8.
I raced pretty good where I was racing this one black and white car. I got caught on this one other car, the bodies got caught on the wheels.
Watch it, 3-4, 1-3-4, 1-3-4, 1-3-4.
So that didn't help, but yeah, I went pretty good. I think I was top half of total, not just my race. I got caught towards the end, which kind of hurt my time.
That is your go. Keep going. I will call you done. Chase, you're done. Kirk, you're done. LJ, you're done. Travis, you're done.
So, Mudboss went really good. I fixed the adjustment that I made. I was on rail, doing really good. Yeah, I didn't do too well, street stock, but yeah, it was really good.
Here we go. All right, guys. You have to get up to speed, give each other space. Here comes the tone. All right, they're all Chase 10, 19.7.
I just didn't have the speed during that first heat race.
You got to gain 2/10 over 3 laps to get to Chase. Jason jumped up to 3rd, Chad up to 4th, Oh, and there goes Josh Ryder to the top.
I think I ended up running 4th in the end. I was 7th overall, which isn't terrible, but I felt like I had more in the car. I could have done better.
And we got one upside down. Turn 1 and 2. 5 seconds to go, 5 seconds to go.
Based on the driving, I felt like I did really, really well. Very consistent laps, very consistent times. I only really got up out of the groove 1 or 2 times.
There's your tunnel. Keep going, I'll call you done. Keep going. Jake, you're done. Boyd, you're done. Chad, you're done. Josh, you're done. Joe, you're done. Lloyd Baker on his...
In this race again, I felt it was a lot like the qualifying race. I ran really smooth and really clean. Even though I wasn't super fast, I was consistent.
It's really high. Stuff across the right back over, goes right back to the lead. Josh, a little bit of time to set it straight. Almost gets the quarter penalty, Jason. Well, we got a pretty good battle. Oh, we had a pretty good battle for third.
I only really had one mistake in this race. I was going into turn 3, I was racing somebody close, trying to get around them, and I tried to dive in going into turn 3, and I got into the backside of them, and I ended up going around.
Josh. Travis in second, Chad goes to third. Oh, and Chad gets to the back end, Travis moves it. That'll give Josh third back. 6 laps to track that 18 machine down. Now 5 to go this time for Jason.
And that was the one lap that was a long lap for me, and ended up costing me a couple spots. So in this race, I ended up going 4th, which isn't terrible, but it did set me towards the back of the pack and made it really hard. No matter what I did in the next race, I was going to struggle to be able to make the A main later in the night, and that was really frustrating.
Meanwhile, checkered flag this time for Jason. He's going to bring home heat race win. Long as Josh Future's leading Green Hill take home second. Travis will bring home third, Chad fourth, and Kurt fifth. And we are green. A little bit of door banging, nothing horrible.
Yeah, so first heat, did pretty good. Drove better than my qualification round. I got 2nd, which is really good. I think I started 3rd.
Jake at the 5 tonight. Oh man, got a lot of right side romance there. 20 laps to go.
Yeah, I was 3rd place most of the race, and then I snuck into 2nd towards the middle of the end of the race.
5, heavy Jake, Joey, and LJ. The inside goes Joey, a little bit of door. A little bit of persuasion. Then he pops the pipe and they go back by him.
But yeah, it was super fun because I was racing the one pink and green car the entire race. I was like racing like the entire day. It was super cool. I can't remember his name, but yeah, he was super cool. And yeah, I got 3rd overall in that race. And yeah, it was just really fun.
That was the checkered flag. I got caught up in it. Jake wins. Lloyd 2nd. Chase 3rd. LJ 4th. 5th is Joey. And 6th is Ivan.
Mudboss, I did really good. Started 2nd, finished 3rd, but I think I got hit. I can't race that much, but I think I got spun out. I didn't have to get marshaled once, and yeah, hopefully we can get the street stock figured out. And I'm hoping the track will like get tighter, grippier the later the race goes. But yeah, overall, I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
So I honestly don't know how this is gonna go because everything's flipped now. So if I'm at, like I was at the front last time, I'll be towards the back. I'll start towards the back. So that'll be really good for my street stock, but not so good for the Mudboss. So I have no idea how it's gonna turn out. I have no idea if I fix the issue with the street stock. If I did, that'd be great, but I might not. So I honestly have no idea what to expect. The second heat was a lot of fun. Again, I'm still getting new to this. I'm still learning the racecraft, so I do a lot better if I can start out up front and I have clean track ahead of me. And in this race, I got to start second, so that was really helpful.
Early and then Maria Jean. Second is now really anybody. Now they've kind of sorted it out just a little bit. Jason has jumped up to second.
It was early on in the race where I was still running third, but the two guys ahead of me got into each other going into turn 4.
Doing a good job holding on, gets a little loose tag to the 20 when he gets loose. Oh, and then the 20 tags Pratt, tags John.
And I was far enough behind him that I could scoot on the outside of one guy and on the inside of the other. And I was out front, and by the time they recovered, I had half the track to myself.
He has full 3/4 track over every other car on the track now. 56, only 15 to go.
I knew as long as I kept the wheels on the ground, I was going to win this race. And so I was just kind of babying it around the track and making sure that I didn't make any mistakes. And in the end, I pulled it out, won the heat race.
White flag this time. Does Josh have anything to get to Chad? Gonna probably need a mistake from the 56. And Chad does not make one. Chad's gonna win this heat. Second gonna be Josh. Third gonna be Jason. Fourth gonna be Kurt.
So, second heat, I think this is the best race I've ever had. I fought my way up to first. Yeah, I was doing really good.
The door banging, but overall, everybody's still pointed the right direction. Everybody's still on all 4 wheels so far. 21 laps to go. Fourth chase 10.
I ended up was in second for a little bit and then got first again. The one pink and green car, again, he was right on my tail. He might have been a little bit faster than me, but I didn't give him a chance to pass me.
That white car with the green number 5, that is your leader. Second place is the pink and green machine. Here, closing in. Oh, gets a little better, gets a hold of the bike. Continues on. No harm, no foul. 7 laps to go for Case. Joey's starting to close in. Joey wants that lead.
The guys that practice lap.
I had to come right along the inside to keep him from like cutting in under me and passing me. And there were a couple times he almost did, but I was able to recover. And I think this got me second place overall.
You're gonna check up a little bit, get the little piece of the pipe. Here comes Joey Baker. Brings it slide there. Oh, gets into the door. We run through the door a little bit. They're sideways. 5 laps to go. Joey have enough time to get back to Chase. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, it's just super fun race. This is my best race I've ever had, and yeah, it was just amazing.
3 out of 4 check flag. Chase Kennedy gonna win this heat. Second gonna be, oh, Joey loses it right at the line. Chase takes it. Second place away from Joey right at.
So both races went super well. Street stock, I didn't do any better position-wise, but I felt like I raced a lot better. My racing was like smoother, I wasn't spinning out, and that turned out well. But Mudboss, I did really good. I got first. In the entire time I was racing this one guy who was like door to door. It's super awesome. He was, I think, a little bit faster than me, but I kept keeping him from getting inside and pushing past me in the corner. It was a super fun race. I'm guessing for street stock, I'm gonna be C-main.
For Mudboss, I'm guessing first, second, or third, somewhere in that range. But yeah, I'm really excited for the A main because I've been improving a lot. And I just really want to see how well I can do because I've been in practicing a lot. But I haven't really been to a track like I haven't really been to a good tournament, or not tournament, good race when I actually know what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just really interested to see how this turns out.
So street stock can be summed up really quickly. We have a lot to learn. We're both at the back of the pack. Mudboss is a different story. Both of us had really good fortunes, and it is really cool to see Annihilation Racing sweep both of our heats. We both won our heat, which is super cool. We'll hopefully be able to do that more in the future, but I feel like it's really encouraging and it gives us a lot to work with.
So the A main, probably the longest race I've ever done is 50 laps. I mean, that's a lot.
35 laps to go. Fastest lap goes to Chase Kent. He is the fastest car in track.
The A main in Mudboss was a really weird race for me because that was the first time Chase and I had raced together all day, and if I'm being honest, I wanted him to do better.
I started looking around the inside of his meanwhile. Jake reeled him in as he's running the high side. Jake gets the lap car a little tap. He wants to go now.
That really threw me off.
Each other's pace again. That worked out well in the last race. Give each other's pace. 50 lap race, man. Pace for this car. And green.
Yeah, it was, I started off second, and it was really hard to concentrate. It was like 3 in the morning.
Got one that got the first one down there, 3/4 on its own.
I was distracted this whole race because obviously racing is difficult enough as it is, but I kept trying to peek over and see how he was doing.
Carter's 5. Got some pressure from the 5 behind him. Chase 10. And he's got a time to stop. John's trying to unlock himself. That 73's got the speed, but goes to the infield, gets into our second place driver.
I held second for like a good portion of the race, like first, third, something like that. I was racing really good, keeping the guys from passing me, but then boom, turn 1 and 2, I cut it a little bit too tight, and then I hit the 2.
Right now we got Jake Carter at 5. Behind him is Chase 10. Oh, but Chase 10 gets caught up on the bike. We got another one caught up in the infield.
I heard Chase was doing well, and then the announcer mentioned that he hooked the inside pipe, and I glanced over and looked at him, and that's when I came up right behind him, and I actually debated whether or not I should pass him, but he was, pretty sideways, so in the end I kind of went around him at some point when he was slower than me.
So, second. Figure out which car that is. Got over 20. Wait for him to light up on the screen before later.
And I ran third then, I think, for probably half the race. I was running up in third, had clean track, and so I was just making laps and turning fast times, I felt like.
He gets the wrong 10. 20 cars, the red and white 20 car is your leader. Red and white 20 car is your leader. He's first and back into some pretty heavy lap traffic.
Towards the middle of the race, that was when I started messing up. I just kept cutting corners too tight and spinning out, or like hitting somebody. I made something like 5 mistakes in like the span of like 10 laps.
Ohio, second place. He's all the lap traffic. No longer shy.
So I'm down in like 7th or something. And then I start to race really good, and I start pulling good laps, passing people. Last couple laps, I think the 2 guys in front of me collided, and I was able to pass them that way, and I'm like 4th or 5th.
Carter back up to second. Well, he's got a long road to go. We're going.
Last lap, hit the third place or fourth place car. He spins out, and then the sixth place guy comes right up behind us, and we're both like neck and neck. He barely passes me right before we get to the finish line, and the sixth place car is like, I don't know, one car length behind, and it ends up like fourth, fifth, and sixth place are all in the exact same spot.
Second gonna go. It was gonna be Jake Carter. We're that change on the line. Jake Carter's still upside down.
I did it! I got fifth place, which is amazing. I got pit board, and this is like a huge race, and I got like top 5. That's just really awesome. I'm really excited. I did not expect to do this well. It was just, yeah, it was super cool. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm super excited because, again, huge race, and I got on the podium. That's just really cool. I'm really happy with how this. Yeah. This was so good. It's so successful.
Some of them are so hooked up. I'll do that because I got the speed, but it's not hooked up. So if I try to turn it, it's I'll let you do that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
right. In the background.
Write this down.
There you go.
So I get these pictures. Oh, I love that.